The New York City School District is adapting a vegan Friday menu. How does that affect us as food and hospitality professionals making money? Let's talk. Now, look, if you find this for the first time, subscribe, hit that like button, all that great stuff. Get this content out here. Join the comments, join the conversation, all that great stuff. Now, look, important topic for us because if you followed the show from the very beginning, the first ever episode was called The Death of the Meat Eater. When I went into detail about how society is going to get to a point where we view eating meat as archaic. And there's always be a few of us in society that eat meat, of course, but traditionally grown meat, as we currently do it, would be obsolete. People that would eat meat, it would think about it ethically and sustainably, and we'd be eating it out of tubes grown in laboratories, etc. Or we'll have like meat substitutes made out of a variation of plants and stuff like that. When you talk about the New York City School District, the largest in the nation, adapting a vegan Friday program, this is important. This is crucial because this is has the potential to affect upwards of 700, 800,000 kids. When you talk about the New York City school, public school, my own personal connection with the school food program is another reason why this is important to me. When we look back on this, we'll say this is the tipping point. This was the first domino for the masses to become more open to the consumption of vegan food. You have to understand what this does to the mindset of the consumer. But before we get into that, let's see the story officially as it was reported to us by the ABC News. Now, this was a short article written by Michelle L. Price of the Associated Press. The name of the article is called New York City Schools Lunch Menu Going Vegan on Fridays. It started out with forget mystery meat or cheese pizza. Instead, chickpea wraps and vegan tacos will be on the menu for New York City school public students as the nation's largest school district shifts to vegan Fridays in school cafeterias. Now, we always encourage you here on Chefs of the Future to go do your own due diligence, look this up, formulate your own opinions, come back and join the conversation. How do you feel about this? Now, we have to understand when you approach uh, future consumers, people that's going to go out with their own currency and shop, make their own decisions, it's crucial to get at them young. So when you approaching susceptible children in school, you can mold them and shape them to be anything. Now, when you implement vegan Fridays, you're creating people probably with no exposure to vegan food now exposed to vegan options. Kids that would have probably never gave it a light of day are now open. They smell it. They see their peers eating it. They're creating positive relationships with the products. And that's how you create future consumers of vegan food. Because they're in the lunchroom, they're baking on the tables, they're talking to their friends, they're eating the vegan food. Now, the likelihood of that kid growing up to be an adult and making the conscious decision to go out and buy a vegan product willingly from the supermarket increases exponentially, opposed to a kid that had no exposure to vegan food going out and purchasing it willingly with their hard-earned money. So it's important. Now they know the program works and it's effective for a community because they've been running vegan Fridays, as the mayor points out, in jails, in hospitals,